Hello, Speed Gaming. We are live just in the nick of time. We got a race starting right now. We got Shy Guy versus Simo, the Cuties coaches versus the Chicago Bullies. And this is Dash Recall Week. With me is Salty Pigeon. How's it going, Salty?
Wait, I'm with you? I thought you were with me. Oh, this is
Whatever.
Salty Airways.
Salty Air. Yeah, I'll
Oh,
be a
wait, it's
passenger on
not.
that airway.
Oh, wait, I forgot. It's not about me. It's about the worldwide Super
What?
Metroid Rando League.
Let's talk about you some more.
Okay, well, coup. And, I like bread. But
Sweet.
here we're going to get our Morph Ball.
Sweet. You want to talk about Dash Recall or what?
Yeah, sure. Dash Recall is
this
kind of
craziness?
cool. Some Metroid players decided, man, I really like Metroid, so let's make more Metroid stuff. And then they did it. So shout outs to Kip and Cassidy and Massisteria and Derp and I always forget one or two of them. Papa Schmo, there's another one. Anyway, they made a game that has a ton of replayability, even more replayable. So we get awesome stuff. And Spazers in the ceiling, that does some extra cool stuff in Dash. You want to talk about that IP?
Sure. It lets you break speed blocks in a couple places like Waterway and the Batoon Hallway, so you don't have to rely on speed or ice in the case of the Batoon. The other than just like the extra, that was a tweak that was available in the original, original flavor Dash seeds, including you start with a baby charge, so no one gets soft lock for not having charge. If you want to do a 4 million charge beam only shot on Ridley that does the same damage as a single P shot, you can.
But, yeah, that was French vanilla Dash. We're more in Neapolitan land Dash now,
right?
We get even more new items and stuff.
Yeah, Recall's got a bunch of new items and some changes to the map that make some of the checks a little less onerous, like all the blocks are taken out of the pants room right before Shack Tool, so it's a much faster check, and the sand is gone as well. East Meridia is broken up into North Meridia and South Meridia also, and in North and South Meridia and West Meridia, you can use one of the new items, Pressure Valve, which is like a baby gravity suit. There's also a baby Varia called Heat Shield and a baby Space Jump called Double Jump, which just lets you do one particular jump, which is pretty much what happens with Space Jump with me anyway. I get that one jump and then I just fall. But, everyone's experience will be different.
Well, Space Fall is always a cool thing to meme around with.
Oh, speaking of Pressure Valve,
hey, new item.
Shy Guy with it.
And with that's going to make the waterway check a lot easier too.
Oh,
make
yeah,
you move a lot
faster.
So Shy Guy, as you might know, is a coach for one of Metroid's greats, also known as MST, which is for Mega Super Talented, and that's why Cutie is such a good time at any percent because of Shy Guy. So we're gonna see a great race here today,
it's
and
nice
we're getting that waterway check.
Yes,
I think so too. Like, you always wanted to see Bill Belichick get smacked by Lawrence Taylor, but it never happened. Maybe that was way too 80s. I gotta think of something newer. Maybe Patrick Mahomes throwing a touchdown to Andy Reid. I don't know.
I'm just gonna say yes.
Okay. Hey, we're getting a gauntlet check.
Simo, yeah, gonna get a gauntlet check. Oh, gonna go back for that save. Good idea.
Not a bad idea with just one tank.
Yeah.
Although 10 power bombs makes it a lot more comfortable, but yeah, one tank. I think I think he can lose 60 damage in a second. I thought it was 90, but somebody corrected me, and I'll just go with what they said. I think it's 60 per second, but I said 90 originally, so Asder's here. Asder can tell me if I'm close or not. But the acid is not friend. Oh, it's 90 per second with no suits. I was right. I trusted someone else. Man. Silly pigeon.
Never do that again, huh?
Facts are for you. I gotta stop listening to other people. Well, maybe not all of them, just some of them.
Just the wrong ones.
Yeah. E-Tank and Grappling Beam.
This is Shy Guy's getting a nice little Meridia loadout here. Not all the
And
way, but chunk of it.
yeah, the Chicago Bullies, fantastic team. I think they only have one L on the record, and we're already really deep in the season. So that's a heck of a year.
Oh, look at that. There's another Powerbomb pack. That's nice.
I might be bringing that up because somebody in chat is here that gave them that L, but I don't know. But they are a fantastic team. I'm just being silly. But looks like we're getting an Edakun check from MST. And Simo, they will be going down to Green Bryn for the first time after checking Terminator. Because Shy Guy went meme route when I was talking about something else that didn't matter.
I mean, it seems to be paying off. It doesn't look like Simo got much but energy, so time well spent to just go straight to Green Bryn, I think. Oh, there's a charge upgrade. So yeah, there's 4 of those, I think, and each one sort of boosts your charge power up a little bit. Except for plasma, I think by the 3rd one you're back up to like the vanilla charge damage mostly for most of the beams, but plasma's nerfed a bit and doesn't do the same amount of damage as in vanilla, sadly.
Yeah, Plasma's like one of those Nerf footballs. You can throw it farther, but it doesn't hurt as much.
Nerf beam. Not the Nerf beam. Not the nerfed bean. Bean. What? I'm not talking about beans.
Okay, so I'm sorry. The postseason is coming up soon for a tournament in which really, really good players will play other really, really good players. I think some people think of it as playoffs, but that's not what we call it here. We call it the... What do we call it, IP? I forget.
Playoffs?
No, we're not talking about playoffs.
Oh,
we're talking
playoffs.
about the postseason. Oh, yeah, playoffs. That's it.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I have no idea.
I don't either. I just hope we can win a game. Playoffs. Playoffs.
Yeah, I know that feeling. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I didn't really pay too much attention to that part of the rules because I knew there was no way I was getting there with the teams that are in this league. So I'll just be happy to watch it and maybe commentary a few races when it goes down. And there's another charge upgrade, or is that the same one? Just from a different player. Not sure.
Correct. Yes. MST grabbed that one, and now.
Okay, yeah, that's why I've seen 2, but I just couldn't recall if it was the same one. Apparently, it is.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles.
All right.
This has been Walter Pigeonite. Thank you for watching the 6 o'clock news briefing. Back to the Metroid.
The voice of bird news. All right. Well, Shy Guy's going back up to do these criteria checks. Do you think he'll go to Gauntlet the way Simo did? Skipping the reserve tank there. Nice.
I don't know. You're the weatherman. It's kind of hot up in Gauntlet, isn't it? I wouldn't want to go there. Not with that heavy suit on, that's for sure.
Yeah. And the pressure valve, although it does help you out in water, it does not help you out in lava, so that's not going to be any bonus for Shy Guy.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. If Shy Guy has to take Terminator back to Torian later, which probably, because that's the normal route. Face planting that reserve tank later. Maybe we should do a chat bet on that.
Get our Gamba points.
Although for me, like going to the wreck ship reserve item, one of the seeds I rolled under that because it was just a missile and I didn't want it. And even though it's only half a room away, I ran back and face planted into it and I forgot about it like 15 seconds later. So I would definitely face plant, but Shy Guy, I don't know, might be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, I always tend to face plant whatever's in waterway just because either you're running fast or you're sparking, and sometimes the camera doesn't catch up. So I just keep jumping and then just like right into whatever it is. Usually not a problem, but sometimes I'm like, oh, come on.
Looks like we got a couple new people in chat that came in after IP explained some of the new items. But this is Dash Recall. Had a great team of Metroid players working on this. Pressure Valve is a kind of a pseudo-gravity suit that lets you move freely in water in West Meridia and every other place that there's water, except once you get to Aqueduct and East Meridia and the rest of East Meridia, like Botwoon Dragon, you're still doing suitless stuff. They have another item called Heat Shield, which looks like a silver shield with a flame emblem on it, which will give you a pseudo-Varia suit, and you can run around Upper Norfair freely, but once you start going down the Ridley, then you're taking that same damage.
I think it reduces your damage, but it doesn't stack with anything. Like only in, I think you get 50% off in Lower Norfair. I believe, I'm not 100% sure about that. But that's the only place. Like it doesn't do any, Heat Shield doesn't do any damage reduction from enemies per se, like for example, but like it does help you a bit if you're going to do suitless Lower Norfair.
Okay, that I wasn't sure about.
Yeah.
I just knew you could run around Upper Norfair and not worry about it.
Chat's confirming, so yeah, 50% off in Lower Norfair.
Ellen is buy one, get one half off.
While it's hot, right? Get it? While it's hot.
Oh my goodness, now I should buy a pair of shoes.
Alright, I'll see myself out.
Alright, well, IP is going to go trade places with Incompetent Perfectionist, because Perfectionist talks a little bit better than IP does. So he'll be back in a moment. But we're getting an X-ray check on that heat shield Kurt is talking about. So there it is.
Wow. I deserve that boo, Lady Nanuya? I'm not sure how to say that. Lady N.
Nanuya. Lady N, that works. Is that okay? Yeah, I apologize. Oh, I did.
Okay, all right.
Okay, sweet. Cool. I tried. I wasn't positive. Awesome, thank you. But yes, fancy fight going on. Right, meow.
Yeah.
Waterway was, I think, just a reserve or E-tank. It wasn't much.
It was something not interesting. So it looks like we might get a double boss diversion here. Like, looks like SEMO, they're going to Kraid area probably, unless there's a West Meridia diversion. Could be good. Could be good.
Could be. We have 2 easily accessible majors with Pressure Valve in West Meridia. That's Mama Turtle and Watering.
New location. And that's a dead ghost for Shy Guy.
Yeah, Pressure Valve and Heat Shield pretty much just go away when you find the suits. The suits take care of everything.
Yeah.
Those are kind of pseudo suits that give you movement for kind of giving the game more replayability and route divergence and finding different majors elsewhere than you would normally find them.
Yeah. Alright, lots of power bombs. Not so many supers. I think if I'm SEMO, I'd rather trade those numbers around. I'd rather have 25 supers and 10 power bombs at this point. But you get what you get.
Oh, definitely. But I do like having a few extra power bombs in dash mode because even though the beams are nerfed, the special beam attacks are not.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't realize that.
And if you can use those special beam attacks on Ridley or Mother Brain, then you can speed the fight up a little bit.
I wonder if that's intentional or if that's an oversight. If Kip's taking notes to take away all of our powerful moves.
No, I think the changes were made so you use lesser used tech and things a little bit more often.
Right. No, that makes sense because, like, I mean, if you think about it too, like the power bomb is powering the beam to extra heights of damage. That makes
Yeah.
sense, kind of.
And as a dash recall undefeated racer myself, I used my plasma SBA to kill Mother Brain.
I saw that. That was gamer of you. I must
Even
admit.
though it was a pretty bad fight because it's weird for me to fight Mother Brain without high jump boots, but
Yeah.
it worked. So we got through it.
Nice.
So 25 PBs I think is really nice for a dash race. Just in case you need a crystal flash, and then you can power up that beam. But supers, obviously, you still would want 30 of them, right? Running in the Ridley.
I mean,
just to have,
ideally, just for the easier fight.
Just because the beam is not as effective.
Yeah.
Although Simo and MST are really talented players, so they don't need it as much as say I would. But
I think most of the time in Randomizer, like I would say the all ammo Ridley fight is slightly more optimized for most rando runners because it's just the most common occurrence, at least in the old Varia, modes, is almost always you're going to end up mostly ammoing Ridley. And so it's like, it's fast and it's easy and everyone's done it 100 times. So I think it'd be like the preferred mode.
I think so. And I think Nevdi is also correct here. MST, aka Shy Guy, going for the full clear on the ship. So this could be a pivotal moment in the race. If there's something important up here, something that moves this along, a Spood Beaster, a Gravity Suit, Varia Suit, that's going to be huge. If there's nothing up here, then that's going to give Simo their huge advantage.
And there's a new major location here as well. The Sky Missiles is now major, so it even further incentivizes your odds of getting something good if you full clear the ship. That's kind of a nice balance thing, I think, because it takes so much time that you get an extra check out of it. Seems only fair. Meanwhile, Simo's over here trying to get to the watering hole. Gonna see a major there. Maybe it's something tasty.
Ooh, space jump. So yeah, watering hole is a major in Dash, and there's a area up there. So this is gonna be good for MST. Not as big as Gravity, but it's gonna tip the scales a little bit in his favor.
Asder coming in with the clutch prediction 0.2 seconds before the the Varia is found. I think this is a good play for MST. I think we all agree with you now, for sure.
Well, what you don't know is Asder's actually sitting in MST's room eating popcorn and typing at the same time, so he knows what's going to happen.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, good job, MST. Okay, it's been 9 minutes and 45 seconds. I better type this in real quick.
We're gonna get something even tastier down here at Gravity. What was the reserve tank? I think it was just an E tank, wasn't it?
Yes, regular E.
Yeah. So vanilla Gravity, variant Sky Missiles.
Okay, what's it gonna be? Screw attack. Okay, so there's some more. You got all your lower Norfair movement stuff you want now. The Varia and screw attack. That's very nice.
A nice screw attack pairs very well with a Varia suit.
Oh yeah, definitely. I wasn't saying that Simo that they were going to be in trouble without Varia and LN. I know Simo's a really good player. It's just gonna make things a little bit easier for MST, and it's also good that Wreck Ship wasn't a total waste like it normally is, it seems.
But I mean, even with the 50% reduction, I mean, you gotta still have some tanks, and the seed has not been super generous with E-tanks. I mean, Shy Guy MST is at 3 tanks, and Simo's got 5, but...
Looks like Simo, they used all of them, though.
They're all empty. Just toss them to the side of the road. Yeah.
And if you'll excuse me for 1 second, be right back.
Yeah, no worries. All right, so it's just us now. Salty has flown the coop for a moment. Let's all say really nice things about Salty while he's away, but stop as soon as he gets back, because everyone does the let's talk mean about someone behind their back thing, but I think it'd be fun if we just only said really nice things. But anyway, Shy Guy has got X-ray check going on here, and energy tank for C-mode. That'll help if they're considering a lower Norfair play without Varia at any point. Oh no! Get back up there. Oh yeah. Oh no! Oh my! That is so bad. Like, not bad as in, it's just unfortunate. That's like the last thing you want to have happen.
Well, that was very precarious for MST.
Oof, wasn't it? Oh,
I'm glad he got up there.
Yeah, not getting that heat shield. Good call.
But don't you want that really cool shield with a fire emblem on it when you go fight Ridley? Hold it up and block his fireballs?
If it like painted it on like Samus's chest on the sprite, then maybe, but
It doesn't work like that. Okay.
no.
Hey Kip, can we actually give Samus a shield with the flame on it so we can bounce fireballs back at Ridley's face? That'd be sweet.
Just like Zelda style, you just got a shield running around. Gotta use the Zelda sound effect, tink, whenever the fireballs hit it.
Yeah, progressive suits, that'd be kind of neat. I think it's slightly more difficult to pull off.
I actually
routing wise in this game.
I asked Kip about it once, and Kip sort of was saying that it was not so much a technical limitation, but rather a choice on the side of the Recall developers. So I would like to see a mode of it where you could maybe select that. That would be interesting. But that would be some other Dash flavor in the future.
That would be kind of cool, because that's what I like about SMZ3, where there's 4 sword locations spread out in the 2 games, and each time you get one, you have a better sword. So
yeah,
maybe something in the future we can look forward to.
Yeah, definitely. Would be cool. It'd be interesting to see how it changes the meta of the game.
And while I was gone, it looks like Simo found another tank and high jump boots, so that'll be very nice.
Yeah, I think Simo's got everything they need to go ahead and dive on down to Lower Norfair if that's what they plan to do. Yeah, the boots make lava dive much easier. Oh, right, yeah, Simo needs more supers. Yeah, this seed has not been friendly with the supers.
No, MST's even worse off with supers.
Yeah, seriously. Way worse off.
So,
even with
with Spazer, you can do the SBA with a bunch of power bombs, but that's pretty. I wouldn't want to bring that in the Ridley.
Yeah.
You'd be taking a lot of extra hits, and that would just take a long time. So hopefully more supers are somewhere along the way for him.
Yeah, because Simo doesn't have screw attacks, so anything that they want to kill down in Lower Norfair would be ammo. Which is kind of brutal when you're trying to hold on to those for Ridley. And a 150 charge damage that would be
not ideal.
120 shots for Ridley.
Well, he has 18,000 health, so that would be, that'd be a lot.
Well, I just did it like a double super 600, and that's 4 of those shots. So you need 30, so it's 4 times that. So,
oh yeah, good job.
Math. Oh, there's some supers. Yeah, skip.
Seems like the student has become the master.
No, not even close.
Well, I remember I was
The
telling you
student
like
has
last
memorized one number.
I was telling you last week that, 16 and a half is bigger than 15. And
That's
now you
crazy
know
talk.
how to multiply by 4.
I don't
So
believe that.
I'm proud of you. I don't
The
care. I'm proud of you.
maths are good one, bad at Metroid.
Varia was in the sky with Lucy and the diamonds.
All right, so there's some more supers for Simo. That's good news.
Yeah, that's a clutch super pickup and a clutch plasma pickup,
Plasma,
because
that's
that,
nice. Yes.
like we said, it's nerfed, but you're gonna be able to avoid the red key hunters now without having to waste supers on them or sneak around them.
And all of a sudden, that goes from that 120 shot to a 60 shot, which is still not much fun, but a lot more doable, a lot more pleasant. But suitless too. You gotta remember at this point, anyway.
I just want to see, when Kip races, because he's a big low ice fan. I want to see him find absolutely nothing for beams or charge upgrades, and do a 4,500 shot Mother Brain fight. So I believe in you, Kip. I know you can do it. But it looks like Simo is now deciding they're ready for the lower Norfair grind, and MST is going to check those locations that Simo looked at. So yes, good luck on the lava dive, Simo. Good luck in LN.
We believe in you.
It's not easy, but you can do it.
All right, let's hold our breath. Here we go. Boom, like it's nothing.
Very nice. And enough ammo to Crystal Flash twice, if needed. Gonna take the safety save. I like it. Well done indeed.
Simo's like, lava what?
Honestly, I think Simo rocks. That's what I think.
I've heard that. Yeah. Definitely heard that somewhere.
I truly believe that. Boo. Okay, yeah, I deserve that.
You deserve that one too.
I do, yeah. Bad bird. No, Coot, get out. Bitch.
Is that how you get rid of a bird? Go. Pss, pss, pss. I thought that's how you attracted cats, or maybe it's the same thing.
Maybe, yeah, you attract the cat to make the bird fly away.
There you go. Yeah.
First try, GGG. GG on the GGG,
Nice.
Simo.
GG, yes. All the G's.
That was the nice G5 skip right there. It was beautiful.
All right, what are we gonna have here? Something delicious. Come on. Okay.
Okay, huh? With plasma, that's gonna boost it
yeah.
to 400. So
No,
that's
I mean, yeah, no, it's fine.
not the coolest thing in the world, but
It's a lot less exciting when there's 4 of them than, when it's just the one. The one, you're like, yeah! But, the 4 of them, you're like, okay, cool. Thank you.
And if I'm remembering right, Space Jump was at Watering Hole, right? So MST has not found that?
No,
Okay.
I don't think he's been in Meridia at all, really.
The mythical 5th charge is the friends you make along the way. That charges up your spirits.
You're all the 5th charge. All of you in chat. Everyone watching at home, everyone watching on YouTube later, you are the 5th charge.
Yes, if you're watching this on YouTube in 2025, then I'd just like to say thank you for being here. And I hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day. Aster.
It's a good plan.
I concur, sir.
All right, now Shy Guy getting his booties. Oh, and Simo's up there checking another new location for major items. Old Mickey Mouse.
Marky Moose, here we go.
Marky Moose.
Oh wait, Mickey Mouse isn't copyrighted anymore. So yeah, it's Mickey Mouse. Doesn't have to be Marky
Sweet.
Moose anymore.
Awesome.
Corporate Rat. Just with the reserve tank. Samus's energy drink. So, I
Spring
mean,
Ball.
that'll help because Crystal Flash will refill those. So,
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
That's helpful.
that's very helpful. Yeah. I was gonna say, getting out of that Mickey Mouse when you don't have regular bombs or screw attack and you have to power bomb all the blocks. It's really scary if you don't have Spring Ball. But Simo has Spring Ball, so no worries.
and Simo
Yeah.
is taking the safe CF here. You don't want to have to do this in the acid room.
No.
So I applaud this decision.
Yeah. Absolutely worth spending a half a tank or a tank to just wait it out and refill.
Yeah, because any missed input with space jump, you just fall right back down. Not saying that Simo would make that missed input, but it happens to all of us from time to time. And
Yeah.
well, that's the normal room right there. I have a feeling if they didn't stop to recharge themselves, we'd be seeing some yellow pirates at the bottom of the room.
And what you just said was actually how I was going to respond to Sephi in chat, who said, thankfully, space jump. Yeah, the space jump definitely helps with that Mickey Mouse room, but if you miss a jump, you can always morph fast. If you're fast enough, morph and spring ball back up and give yourself another shot. But, either way, both of those items made that room a lot less scary than it can be, that's for sure.
Absolutely. And now MST is going to be picking up his plasma beam. And will be able to feed Ridley all of the wavy, icy bacon that he would ever want.
Wavy, icy bacon. That sounds terrible.
It does, but it's for the Space Pelicans, so I don't care. I'll take hot, crispy bacon.
Wavy? Or either way, really.
I mean, yeah, wavy's fine, as long as it's not
Shape
cold as
doesn't matter.
ice.
Yeah. Cold as ice bacon. Bacon pops.
It's as cold as rice. Oh, wait, I almost got us. Never mind. 6 seconds.
More booze. Every boo you get, they deduct from your commentator pay. So you have to pay them,
Well, that's okay. Tracy put me on $100,000 a year deal, so I can afford a couple grand in fines.
Sweet.
No, we're not paid. I'm that would be nice.
You're gonna
No.
you're gonna start a controversy, Salty. Come on now.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it.
It's definitely not cool, as you might say.
That was not cool of me at all.
No, not at all.
I'll take any.
Hugs, candy bars. Yeah, those are all great suggestions.
I'm paid in stale breadcrumbs from Roger at the park.
Good seeds. Another good suggestion. Cheez-Its sounds like a pigeon-appropriate food. Not really in real life, but...
I'd work for better cheddars. I like those a little bit more. But yeah, they're all a tasty snack. It's about salt and cheese, so it's pretty good.
Can't go wrong with that, huh? Alright, now let's see if MST can catch up with that Varisuit. See how close he can get to where Simo is.
Although I don't think MST's really that far behind.
No.
Because MST does have Phantom down.
Not gonna it has screw attack, is not gonna have to stop to Crystal Flash anywhere. No
Doesn't
space
have
jump
space
though.
jump, so
Yeah.
it's the hardest room in the game. Will be like a medium room in the game.
Just kill these jerks and then lay your egg so you can go.
Thankfully, MST found the high jump boots, so this jump goes from being absolutely ridiculously dumb to just being hard.
Right.
There we go.
There you go.
Okay, back to Marky Moose.
See.
I know the other thing isn't copyrighted, but I just like the sound of Marky Moose. So we're gonna get our silvery thing. No, we're
No,
not.
we're not. Yeah. I mean, case in point, SEMO was farming when MST entered Lower Norfair, and MST is already to whatever big room name this one is. Cathedral? No.
Either.
Amphitheater. Yeah, I always get these ones confused. And SEMO still has not entered Ridley's room yet because of the farm. And the constant drain on the E-tanks is rough.
Yeah, so that Varia in the sky, that was huge.
Yeah.
We've seen many a race come down to wreck ship being trash or helpful.
Yeah.
And that's what this one is looking like at the moment. It's far from over, but
No, yeah.
you can definitely see how much more at ease MST is going through this, and the extra care that SEMO has to take.
I mean, technically, SEMO's up a boss on MST. You know, done Fantoon and Kraid. But it's gonna... I have a feeling Shy Guy, Metroid MST is gonna be out of Lower Norfair before SEMO is. Because look how he's creeping up on the Ridley room.
Yeah, that's the charge shot output. MST Shy Guy only has 300 because that other charge that was found was at Screw Attack location.
Right, yeah.
And SEMO did get that.
But MST is like, nah. Which... Wait, did MST go there or no? I don't think so.
No, I think MST came down and he just went right.
That's a dangerous skip, honestly. I've seen Gravity there more times than I can count. You know?
We roll very different seeds, my friend, because I've never seen Gravity there. Every time I go there, I'm like, why did I waste my time coming down here?
I've seen it there a few times.
Well, I'm glad it didn't happen when you rolled our last seed.
I usually only roll trash seeds. Speaking of Gravity, there it was behind Ridley. So
oh boy, so that's not gonna give SEMO an advantage here. That's just gonna let Shy Guy just keep going.
Yeah, and Shy Guy's just gonna be like, oh cool, I didn't need that screw attack after all. Great, thank you. Look at that high five, both doing the farming dance. It's honest work.
They did like 17 high fives in a row right there. That was cool. That was like a secret friend handshake that they just did.
That was a secret handshake, I bet.
Although this fight's going to be a little bit longer for MST, having 10 less supers.
Yeah. But with that screw attack, and even just the time it takes to do one crystal flash, that's going to give him a chance to creep back up on SEMO again.
And I mean, with being one of Cutie's coaches, you know that the MST's a fantastic player.
Absolutely.
I mean, MST, I think, has a 37-12 in any percent about 5 years ago, and they never released it because they didn't want other people to feel bad. So the record's still at like 40-45.
It's kind.
It is. It really is. And this is actually a pretty darn good Ridley fight.
Yeah, definitely. Getting it going. And you know, you do want the extra damage, of course, but it's also kind of nice to have that beam be a multiple of 600, you know, or a number that goes into 600 easily, because you can count your shots a little easier.
Oh, definitely. And to MST, to Metroid MST real quick, Paragon said I could make fun of you a little bit. She said that was cool, so that's why. But it's all in good fun, I promise.
Oh, that's a nice thing. Just skip it, you know, whatever. That's nice. That's a sight for sore eyes there for MST.
No more searching around. No more need for that pressure valve. Ready to go.
I mean, it's basically go completely, right? With the Spazer, you don't have to worry about anything for Batoon access. Oh, and already has ice anyway.
Yeah, didn't even need ice, but
right. Yeah.
It's gonna be helpful for Torian.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be pretty close.
Yeah.
Because they just both have Dre and then a Fantoon and over to Torian.
And like Mother Brain is not so bad with anything 300 or above. It's like just doing supers but slower.
Yeah, so this is a decent beam power for both.
Look at that. I thought Shy Guy would catch up to Simo before they got out of Lower Norfair, but Simo is too fast.
Simo just rocks. Just telling you about that.
I keep hearing that.
And that's also through the space jump.
Yeah.
Helping with a lot of those.
Very good point.
A lot of those rooms. And here's Cathedral. And that's going to be a much nicer Cathedral for Simo than Shy Guy.
Yeah.
Hoping
No
for
wave.
supers, just finding missiles.
No waves, so no frog speedway skip. What we got here? Not supers. Alright, well, Simo has 3 bosses down now. And going to the last one.
No, Simo has 2 bosses.
Oh wait, 2 bosses down. Wait, I'm reading the thing backwards. My bad. MST has 3 down.
So we're both heading towards Dragon. And Fantoon will be on the way out for Simo. Thankfully, with 7 E-tanks, no need for Varia anymore. Just go take care of Fantoon and then head to Torian.
Yeah.
Simo is taking a different route than I'm used to.
Yeah, chat's already mentioned it. Cack Alley is open in Dash Recall, so you don't have to kill Dragon to go the back door.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Simo's just avoiding a Botwoon fight.
I had no idea we could skip Botwoon.
Yeah. It's I'm sure there may be multiple reasons, but like I was saying before, I think they wanted to make the plasma check more available and less dependent on being able to kill Dragon, right? So if you can get to the toilet or whatever, you can get up to do the plasma check, or you can get there from East Meridia at any time, pretty much. So it makes some of these checks that people usually just skip out of habit because they're so long and require so much, to get it, that now they're a little more attractive.
That definitely makes sense. Is that I wonder if that's a newer update, because the last time I looked at Recall, I didn't think you could do that, or maybe I just missed reading that. But
Yeah. I'm not sure. I think it's been that way, but I could be wrong too.
because I do skip plasma a heck of a lot, being a long check.
Right, and Simo taking plasma shots right into Dragon's big old orange belly. Yeah, that health is not super great, but I have faith. Oh, look at that ice clip. Didn't need to do that, but that's cool too. I did the same thing.
Let's wait to finish out Dragon.
Yeah, plasma makes this so much better. It's like Dragon has the worst hitbox in the history of. Ooh, look what we got here.
It's the Spoon Beaster.
Yeah.
So now, well, that's not going to help much this late, but it'll be nice for the escape.
Yeah, and
And oh
it's
wait, they
also
don't have wave, right? So
no
that'll give them
a sub skip.
the speed skip for the Zeb. So yeah.
I mean, and it's nice, but it's not going to give SEMO like an advantage because MST is likely going to check that, I would think. But maybe not at this point. Who knows?
Well, I think SEMO's advantage is just being SEMO.
Right. But only got to kill the ghost. And yeah, I was looking at the tracker backwards. Sorry, y'all. I said earlier the wrong thing about who was leading in bosses. Whatever I said before, just believe the opposite. That's a good general rule anyway.
$100,000. We're still talking about chocolate. You guys got more diverted than I got. And I think about different things like every 4 seconds, but I guess, I don't know, you're keeping it going. I'm proud of you. Candy bars are nice.
Chocolate is always in context.
Chocolate is always in logic. How dare you call us out?
Don't do the chocolate skip. No.
Bird, sorry.
Well, this is interesting. This is going to be, I think this is going to be pretty tight.
I think SEMO took the lead here with the space jump and the excellent movement.
Yeah,
already being
maybe.
out and going to Phantoon. I think SEMO is a slight lead now.
I mean, Shy Guy's just got to get out of Meridia, though, and just go. Whereas SEMO's got to take a little pit stop here, but yeah, and Shy Guy's getting the speed. Yep, here it is.
Yeah, but SEMO knowing they just have to take out Phantoon and dip, that's always a nice feeling to go to Wreck Ship that way.
Yeah. Nevdi making a good point that MST lost some time by doing the Batoon fight like normal instead of doing what SEMO did.
Maybe MST didn't know about the backdoor.
Hey, it's possible. There's a lot of changes in this mode, and it's pretty brand new, so even like the best players in the league haven't had a ton of time to really get to know it and get used to all the, you know, how it affects the meta of their choices or whatever.
Yeah, very true. It definitely is new, and I do a lot of dash practice seeds, but I still struggle to keep up with it. But I am super thankful for it because it's added a lot of hours of fun to my life.
I really enjoy it. I think it's I really enjoy the mode. I enjoy it, frankly, more than the original dash. So
I do too. I like
I would say good job on the recall.
I like the pseudo suits, and I really like the double jump. Something you get in, you know, the Metroid Prime games.
Yeah.
But now to get it in a 2D Metroid with the double jump, that's adds different room strategies, and
next we need a spider
makes
ball.
it really cool. Yeah, spider ball.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's pretty tight because SEMO's just got to get through this fight, and Phantoon is a big old troll. And yeah, like if SEMO can close the deal in this round, it's gonna be neck and neck.
Yeah, Phantoon showing his true name here, Fanny McJerkface. Exactly.
Up the elevator, across the ocean. That's the only difference here. See, I think MST has a slight lead. Pretty
Well, if Phantoon,
the space jump though, the space jump's gonna make up for some of that too.
If Phantoon wasn't such himself right there, then I think they'd be tied.
Yeah.
But yeah, Phantoon was a total jerk. But this is an awesome race. This is coming down to both being and Torian probably a couple seconds behind each other.
Yeah.
Anything can still happen with Baby Skip, Mother Brain giving you more favorable onion ring patterns. and whatnot. Hey, Shy Guy, prove me wrong. He didn't face plant into it. Good job.
Pro gamer move right there.
Because I guarantee you, I forgot about it.
I absolutely did too. And I have like zero pressure on me right now. So that's pretty
50-30. Yeah, exactly. 50-30 going into the elevator for MST. And we'll see where Simo is when we get to that point.
Yeah, the ship refill is not helping Simo at this point.
Oh no. There we go.
Alright, well, anything can happen. Not that I'm wishing any misfortune on anyone, but like, there's still lots of variables here in Torian, but it does look like MST is probably gonna close this one out.
But we also have the super advantage on Simo's side and the beam power advantage.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
and again, I'm not rooting against anyone. I'm excited that the race is so close and tight. So I think we're gonna see MB2 probably on the screen at the same time for both of them.
Before the ship refill, Eddie said it looks like Simo's behind 40 to 50 seconds, and I think Forgotten Wolf just calculated 61 seconds difference now, so that's a whole minute.
Yeah, that ship refill was
tough.
like 15 seconds there.
Yeah, it's pretty tough to make up a whole minute just in Torians or just in Mother Brain fight, but you never know. We'll see. There's also speed Zeb skip to have to get past too. Hopefully that won't be a barrier for anyone either. Oh
yeah, getting grabbed. It's gonna lose a couple seconds there.
Yeah, that
up until that point, Simo they had a really nice Torian going.
Yeah.
Nice skip by MST.
Absolutely.
That's even more time consuming and a little bit tougher, I think, without wave. So yeah, very nice job. I'm just worried about Shy Guy's ammo count. Only 6 supers down here. This is really not favorable.
Down back. Okay. Sorry, I'm just caught up in the Zeb skip drama here. It's like gonna do the under the pillar plasma charge up to without wave thing, and because screw attack's on, got to do the down back to get it.
Oh, did Simo get grabbed there? No. Nope. Wow, that was a crazy cool skip. That was sick nasty. Nice job. Simo doesn't have wave either, and that was a crazy cool baby skip.
Yeah.
So I think Simo probably they're gonna go for speed skip here, and with the ammo differential, I think we'll get a double MB2 fight going on.
Alright, let's see.
Okay, no, we are going for the charge here.
But without screw attack can do it the other way, which is
nicely done. That was very quick.
Yeah. So I noted that Shy Guy got the head drop at 53:39. So we'll see when Simo gets it too.
Simo caught up on time by 16 seconds.
Yeah.
16 seconds to catch up already. And not the delicious kind you put on your hamburger. But just a very good Torian. And that was the ship refill. So Simo saved back the ship refill there. And now these extra supers catching up in the MB2 fight. We got a catch-up phase going for MST right now, though. This is awesome close.
Simo's not just 16 seconds behind. It's more than that. But...
No, caught up 16 seconds from what they were behind.
Minute. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
61 seconds behind at elevator, and now about 45 seconds.
Right. Something like that. Yeah.
because of how good Torian was and that sick baby skip. Shy Guy finishing up NB2.
Yep. So we got our first rainbow at 55-17. Let's see
And
if
there's
this
the catch-up phase.
beam and ammo advantage on SEMO will get them any more time back, too.
This is cool. Alright, so the baby's coming
There
in
it
at
is.
55-35. And that's exactly when SEMO finishes off NB2. Both players
let's
have
see.
speed, so this looks like one that, barring a tragedy, MST will hold on to. But still, this is crazy close and cool.
Yeah, it was like 56-01 or 02 for the baby. So what did you say? It's like 55-39 or something. So that's like
26 seconds
30,
now.
almost 30 seconds. Yeah. So
So-
down from a minute.
To 30 seconds, SEMO
Right.
is hacking away at the lead.
Yeah.
I just don't know with both players having speed if there's any more time or that much time to gain on an escape.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, this was sort of like the last stop on the I could really save some time train, between the damage and the ammo and
missing a behemoth spark or getting knocked down in
Yeah.
Leodoc's room,
Yeah,
that could
true.
do something. And I'm not wishing that an MST at all. I promise. I want them both to
We're
play
just talking
well.
about what pitfalls could
What could-
alter the
what
trajectory
could possibly-
of either runner.
Yeah. So, from 61 seconds behind to 26 seconds behind just through Torian. Beautiful showing by SEMO. And MB3 will bite the dust soon as MST starts his escape. Dash is like the best coin flip ever. That's why I can't stop playing it.
All right, so we're into the home stretch here. Looks like MST is gonna take this one, but both in the escape here. One going in, one going out of the lead doc's room.
And yeah, MST getting in the parlor at 225, that's very good. Very, very good. So those pitfalls did not happen. And yeah, beautiful job to MST and Cutie's coaches. Please put your GGs in for Metroid MST, aka Shy Guy. 58-41, 58-42 on race time. GG, beautiful job. SEMO, unbelievably fast escape. That was even faster than... Wow.
That's from a minute down to about 19
18
seconds.
Yeah. A minute one behind at the Torian elevator to 19 seconds. That's just beautiful play. GG's to both of these runners. That was an awesome race.
Absolutely.
I'm glad I was here.
And looks like we're joined by Shy Guy, GG.
Thank you. I apologize, SEMO, but apparently you're too good, so I can't let you win.
Well, I don't know. You coached Cutie, so...
Yeah, sure. Totally. Please trust the team name.
Yeah, the team name totally happened. We know this.
It's fact. It's history. We know that now.
Just find Varia, that's all. No, things... I had a plan going in because I am not beating... I mean, I was watching about the last 8 minutes or so of this, and You saw Simo like catch up over a minute in just terrain alone. I am not beating Simo on execution at all. I went into this race. If meme route was an option, I was going to do meme route and direct ship. That was it. And the one thing I really wanted to find was various suit, and it happened to be there.
Yeah.
So, and then the lack of supers gave me some more hope because you saw me looking for extra miners because I was looking for more supers.
Yeah.
And there were no supers. So I was like, if he didn't do wreck ship first, I might actually have a chance here.
That's exactly what happened. Yeah, Simo ended up doing all of Lower Norfair suitless. So
you played wonderfully, and if you watch this back, Paragon said I could give you a hard time about stuff, but it's all in good fun. I promise.
Yeah.
So, if you watch this back, I'm not hating. I promise.
Good job dying to Mother Brain.
I thought about it. No, Mother Brain was I was trying to do stand up, but I miscounted it was 60 shots with the charge beam, and I counted with the ammo and the super, so I added those in. And then for some reason on my 50th shot, I counted that as my 60th shot. And so I took a catch up. I'm like, what? So no, I missed stand up because of that.
Ah, well.
Hey, Simo, welcome. GG's.
Yeah, GG.
Thank you. It'll probably be interesting to watch it back later to see how it turned out.
Yeah, I think it's very interesting.
I took too long doing a thing, and then I lost. It's okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you might find it interesting to know that there was about a minute difference between you two going into Torian and about 18 seconds at the end of Torian.
Nice.
So it was
mostly probably
tight.
the baby skip, I assume.
Yeah, that was huge. And but yeah, there was some consternation in chat, I'll say, about the ship refill.
I think it was probably a time save to do the ship refill there.
Yeah,
that's cool. It would have filled up to full supers, 25, compared to I had like 6.
Yeah. Well, you have to take it up with chat. I didn't have a problem with it. They did.
Well, chat's not reason.
It's true. This is very true.
Like I was thinking about it. I was like, I don't need to refill, but then I have to take the Metroid rooms a lot slower. Then I'm gonna have like less ammo going into MB1.
Yeah. Yeah, that was another interesting part we were talking about, is that you had 100 more damage on your beam than MST did, and so
like 5 shots difference.
But you also had
the ammo.
You also had like 15 more supers by the time you fought Mother Brain. So with all that some extra catch up time. But yeah, the execution.
I mean, you're trying to chip away a whole minute in Torian, right? Every little second counts, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I think I just didn't do LN very well. I took it like super slowly and super safely, and then that's the biggest issue. I spent like several minutes farming, it feels like, altogether. So, at least like 1 or 2.
He says he does Ellen slowly and whatever, and he's still within 20 seconds of me with this.
Yeah.
But no, this was actually a super important race for my team because we're technically still alive for second in division, and we're fighting you Chicago Bullies for it. So
true, yeah,
we have to win out, and you have to lose out. But
could happen. It could happen.
Technically, we're still alive for that. So.
This is a good mode for like divergence. But like, there's a lot of reasonable plays people can make, and you just gotta hope you make the right one. And it gives you the stuff to try to like to try to make the best of it if you don't make the right play.
Yeah.
It gives you like just enough rope to hang yourself, kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's what this mode does.
That's what I found in the few practices I ran. I'm like, I had one really great seed. You know, it's one of the fastest times I've ever done, like sub 50 or whatever. And then
Mhm.
the other two, it's like, I don't know what I want to do right now. They're all bad for me. So it does offer up quite a bit of variations of playing it. So
But this is very good for Cutie's coaches for playoffs coming down to the last 2 weeks here. This win almost writes you a ticket to the postseason party. So definitely congratulations. I'm sure we'll see a matchup between these teams in the playoffs. Possibly. I don't know how that all works out, but
yeah, sure.
both
I
of
hope
you
not.
ran both of you ran a great race, and it was tons of fun to
it's
watch.
amazing. Yeah, really, really great job, both of you. Like, well done, GG, all that.
Thank you.
And speaking of the runners, make sure to follow them if you aren't already.
Yes, Simo Rocks and Metroid MST, also known as Shy Guy. Please give them a follow if you're not.
And thanks to our
Good
tracker.
stuff.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were done there.
I'm done
yeah,
now.
Thanks to our tracker, Paragon, and follow Salty if you like salty pigeons. But yeah, anything else? Any last words anyone wants to say?
GG's to MST and to his team, and thank you so much for the comms and everything, guys. I appreciate it.
Anytime. Thank you for the race and for the good show.
It was tons of fun watching you play. Thank you, Simo.
And thanks to all the humans and birds involved in this tournament and the restream and all of it, Speed Gaming and the organizers and everyone, chat, even though they're not racing, still always a good time.
And a big thank you to Paragon for tracking. I should have said that earlier as well, but that is super helpful, and definitely appreciate all the volunteer time you put in.
And thank you, Salty, for doing this comms with me. Always a good time hanging out.
Absolutely. Plenty more Dash coming this weekend at you. Tons of races, at least 20 more.
Yeah.
I think I counted earlier. I think there's exactly 20 more after this one, so I'm sure we'll all be talking again soon. So best of luck to all of the runners, and yeah, we'll see you next mission, everybody.